We just left the albergue. Quite an interesting night's sleep. But one of the things I wanted to point out that's really interesting is you can see the people here in the background, as well as the gentleman that just walked by. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and everyone's dressed to the nines. There was a festival in town last night. It's kind of interesting to walk around because the only people up on a Sunday morning are people completely dressed up, like they're coming back from a ball. I mean, we're talking black tie, evening gowns.
And they're young.
Very, very young, and they're easily in their early 20s, or pilgrims. So it's kind of interesting to see the only two are about as opposite dressed as you could possibly have. So how did you sleep last night?
Like shit.
Last night was rough, and rough would be an upgrade. So we stayed at an albergue that has air conditioning.
Oh, and this is a really nice. It's really modern, clean, super private bunks. I guess it was really nice looking and to be in.
But they apparently don't turn the air conditioner off in the bed. Or they turn them off in the bedrooms. When we got in, it was nice. They must turn them off because it was hot as all hell in there. I actually ended up just going out in the common space, which was closed, but they had the air conditioner on out there. So I ended up sleeping on the floor for a few hours in the common space. And common space is supposedly closed till 6 a.m. Well, people for the bed race were getting up about 4:15 and getting ready to leave. You know, they're dressed and ready to go 4:15, 4:30 in the morning. So other than the heat, how were your neighbors?
Loud. Pretty much anything you can think that went wrong in albergue went wrong last night. Not only was it like 90 degrees or upper 80s all night, stuffy. Our neighbor's phone went off multiple times. It rang in the middle of the night. She couldn't find it. So that rang for a while. Her other friend was snoring all night, and if she wasn't snoring, she was talking really loud in her sleep. Yeah, in perfect, clear Spanish.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't even a mumble. It was loud.
Very interesting, very interesting. And then festival out the window all night, wasn't quiet, but that was no big deal.
I could sleep to that. It was the people.
Just interesting here. We are now sitting out waiting for Leonard, and our taxi should be here in the next 10 minutes. Still very annoyed about having to get into a taxi, but they're going to take us up to where we stopped yesterday. And hey, tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah.
Santiago tomorrow. You more excited about that or a private room tonight?
Shit.
We're both tired. We're going to be dragging a little bit today. It's Sunday, so hopefully we can find some food and drink and stuff. We know Spain loves their siestas, but we did get prepared. We have some fruits and nuts and pastries and stuff that we bought yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is always fun for making the bag heavier. All right, well, hopefully the taxi comes soon. Hopefully Leonard's here soon.
Yeah. I think we met this evening.
So we've got the beautiful monastery right here behind me. This is where we were dropped off by the taxi. It's the same place we were picked up yesterday. So we're starting from the exact same location. So we go through the archway here. You can see the cafe where we spent a lot of time yesterday trying to figure out where we were going to stay. As you all know, we had to take a taxi back to Pontevedra. The taxi now is returned to drop us off right here back at the exact same cafe again. So the downside of it all, it's about 9:45 on a Sunday. It's pretty much the latest I think we've ever started on a Camino, and we've got a 24K day. It's probably 6 hours, 6+ hours. Hoping to be in by 4 p.m. to Villanova. I'm hoping for a really pretty walk. The route takes us kind of straight and then way out right and then curves back around. As we get down there, there's definitely like a shortcut we could do. I don't know if we're gonna do it or not. We're gonna see how we feel. We're gonna really see what the heat's like today. That's gonna matter a lot. With this late of a start, the heat could really play a factor, even though the weather's supposed to be great today. We'll see. We're hitting the road right now. You can see Sam over there getting all prettied up and ready to start hiking. We're hoping for it to be a really good day today. That's the seat we were at yesterday, waiting, trying to figure out where the heck we were gonna stay. All right, you ready?
Ready, let's go.
Let's go. All right, so our official start time is 9:50 on the Camino. Looking forward to a great day.
Oh yeah, me too.
Beautiful surroundings. So I record all the way through here, turn the camera off for 1 second, and Sam does a little bit of a slide. So and now we're not sure where we're going.
Yeah, what's happening?
I don't know. Now she's coming this way. There's a little tree thing that way. I guess we just push through here. It's just a fallen tree. No big deal. This beautiful walk that we're on, we just came across this, and apparently according to the board, this is the remains of an old water-powered sawmill. I guess came across sometime in the Middle Ages. So I think it's really cool to come along and see stuff like this that we just have no idea. And so it's nice to be able to finally have a little diagram kind of letting us know what this, now that we know sawmill is. And as I've said, and you can probably see in some of the videos, lots of little structures we've seen in different stages of decay. Sam had a little boo-boo. And she told me to make sure nobody knows about it. So this is between us guys. She did not slip and fall.
I'll explain it later.
It did not happen.
It was like last year. It's like super slow, except last year had water on rocks. This time my leading foot just went on all these leaves, so there's no grip, and my leading foot just kept leading. Good thing I had my poles, because that was a super slow fall. And my backpack did not help. It just helped me go down, so. But it's all good.
Amazing day morning continues. We are in a stone sculpture area that depicts Galician life over 100 years ago, the way it would have been. Behind us here, we kind of have a little like outdoor kitchen area. There's I've got to look up the name for it. I'll put it in here. We've seen those all over Portugal and Spain. I believe they're used to dry out wheat. There's also a little church area, a water fountain. They have behind us here, they also have what looks like a well. And then you can see the various pigs and lambs and dog and cat and the kids playing marble. And it's just a really cool kind of depiction of what Galician life would have been at one point in time. So we just finished up a little while ago with the first section of today's walk. By far the prettiest part of the entire Camino, in my opinion. So what did you think of the first part of the walk today?
Beautiful.
As I was saying, I think it was the prettiest part of the entire Camino so far.
By far. Yeah.
Just gorgeous. We grabbed a little snack and some churros. So not only were we by the stream all morning, beautiful trees all around us, greenery. It's been overcast all day. The weather was borderline chilly as we were sitting down. Tons of families out walking, as we see here again. It's really kind of cool. They're all going the opposite way with us, so we're not sitting in any large groups that are loud. Lots of dogs, lots and lots of dogs. Here, puppy. Hola, buenos dias. There's just so many families coming, I gotta stop recording. So we can finally continue recording. Lots of people going the other way, but why wouldn't you be? It's a beautiful morning to be out for a walk. I don't think we've seen one pilgrim yet. It makes sense since we didn't start till 10 o'clock or something insane like that. It's noon. We've had multiple days where we've been done by noon and we've got hours to go. I just checked, we have about 17K to go, which is, we've had multiple days that have been 17K long. So we got quite a while to go, but I'm telling you what, just loving it. Weather is incredible. We went and stopped off and had a little sandwich and a couple Coca Lights, and they brought us churros. Yes. So good, but it got borderline chilly sitting out there.
I'm a little chilly now, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the weather is just increíble. We are just absolutely loving it. So one of the cool things about the walk this morning, it's not even just the water and the trees and the sounds because the water is running. All these older outbuildings they had throughout there. You could see these old sawmills and different things they used for having water kind of rush down and turn a grinding stone so they can crush up cereal. Really neat to see all this old stuff. This whole area has been in use for obviously a very long time. So we have a good walk ahead of us. We talked a little bit about it. We can go kind of a straight route and cut off like 6K or something like that and make it an 11K day. But we're in no rush. We're gonna go ahead, as long as it stays like this, we're gonna just do the whole 17K because we don't wanna miss this. We're really, really enjoying today. And we hope it's not one of those tales of 2 days where the first half's gorgeous and the second half is road walking. But we haven't even had much road walking in Galicia. What is this? So we're stopped in this cool little cafe on the side of the Camino here. Flags all over the place. They've got the oldest foosball table I've just about ever seen. It's really a cool little spot. Flags everywhere, photos all over the place. Sam got her stamp. Yes. Happy camper. We only have spots for 2 more stamps, so we'll get one tonight at our albergue, and then we'll have one at
Santiago.
And that'll do it. That will fill us up. We've been walking a long time. It's been about probably 4 minutes since our last stop. Maybe not 4 minutes, but not very long. Sam decided she wanted a Colacao.
It's a little chilly out.
It is. It's like 74.
Yeah. My Canadian friends understand.
So yeah, we got Canada up here. We got the U.S. behind me. Here comes the Colacao now. Wow, the amount of food they give you here, it's incredible. So we've got some type of a meat pastry thing. What I'm guessing is like a Napolitano, probably a lemon cake. And then of course, as usual, gotta get the Aquarius. Sam has her Colacao. If we haven't explained what that is, it's just hot chocolate. It's been a fantastic day. We're excited. So I think last time we talked, we had 17K to go. So I think we have about 16.8. So
it's okay.
We're slow rolling it today for sure. It's our last full day on the whole Camino with the night.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow we'll be in Santiago. Assuming everything goes well and we don't have to walk through the middle of the night.
Oh gosh. Well, yeah, that would be a good idea.
So, all right, we're gonna enjoy more food.
Yes.
We just came out of the beautiful river walk we had all morning long. The first half of the day was prettier than the second part, but it was still gorgeous. Saying half the day is a bit of a stretch. I think we're finally halfway right now. We're now walking through a little town, back on the road again, unfortunately. I believe we get back on a trail here at some point. Hope so. First half of the day was absolutely gorgeous. Sam's actually been able to go more than 20 minutes without a stop, so it's kind of nice. All right, so we've been wandering for a while now. Scenery has definitely changed. We're off the river, more like little towns and stuff. We did see a peacock, which was kind of cool. The lack of sleep this morning is hitting hard right about now. So, getting a little tired, so to get a second win, here's my Rattler, which is the cerveza con limón that I got so much last year and been getting it a bit more. Oh, gracias. And as much as I do not like siesta culture, tapas culture is very difficult to argue with. I don't know. Anything else to add? The walk's been...
It's been fun. I mean,
been
we're
fun.
so lucky with the cloud coverage all day, so it's been nice, a cool breeze the whole time.
I think it's just that the lack of sleep last night's
Yeah.
catching up with us a bit. We still have a long ways to go. I think we're still 8, 9K out, something like that. We've still got a few more hours to go. At least, we're probably further than that. Probably close to 2.5 hours out.
Okay.
So I've got us tracking to be in around 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
So
almost
it's
3.
2:45 right now. So we'll see how that goes. This little bit of fuel should help in some pasta. It looks really good.
It does look really good.
Awesome. We'll keep you updated. Last day. Crazy. Is we're kind of walking in circles, looking at the map, trying to figure out which way to go, because we're off of Camino now, just heading to the hotel, because we're going a different direction than everybody else. So we're going this way and everyone's like, no, that way, go this way, go that way. We're like, no, we're going to our hotel. It's somewhere different. We're about an hour closer than we thought we were. So that's a good thing. The way that we're supposed to be going would take us down below Villa de Conde. Looks like an awesome beach walk up into there. And then we have to come all the way back towards where we are. Because of the whole bed race thing, it's very difficult to find accommodation. So our hotel's 4K out of town or something like that. So that's the reason we're going this way instead of the right way. So to celebrate getting in the night before, we're having a kind of a fancy schmancy dinner here at a very interesting restaurant called Faro da Lua. It's really interesting because it's touted as being really fancy, really good food. It's also touted as hating foreigners and all that. We have had excellent service so far. They've been great. They've been patient with me, trying to figure out the menu, trying to figure out the Wi-Fi, you know, damn near a boomer here. So Sam was very worried about our dress code, right? Because fancy schmancy restaurant, all this stuff. Well, fancy here is a little bit different than the fancy we think of. Obviously, we're in our Camino clothes. The proprietor here, I'm assuming, is here in pink jean shorts with flip-flops on, and I don't even know what to call the shirt. Looks like he's got a very tropical t-shirt on with about every fruit on it that's possible. So it's been interesting. We ordered 3 things. We're pretty sure we know what one of them is. The other 2 we will find out. We were at 2 other places today, just kind of hanging out and waiting because we got into town prime siesta hour, right at 4:30, right in the middle of siestas. We came into town, which was 30 minutes away, right after walking in. Oh my God, I could not even start to explain how bad the service was at the first place. Sat there and waited and went to the bar, and everybody was rude. So after getting a couple sodas and a beer, we decided to go somewhere else. Lo and behold, they managed to be worse than the first place. It was very impressive how bad it can be here. This place, as I said earlier, had really bad reviews for service for foreigners or for non-locals here, and they've been great to us. They've really been very good, very great. Dealing with my absolute butchering of the menu, butchering of the foods, trying to figure out what to order. Not only am I dealing with Spanish, I'm dealing with things like bacalao and a la gallega, which are more of like local things, and trying to figure out like what the secret pork is. So there's some of the things we ordered. We also ordered squid Roman squid, so we're really hoping that's calamari. That's kind of what we came here for. So how optimistic are you feeling about all this?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to try new stuff.
We have been overserved, but it's not alcohol. This is just the appetizer that we got.
Good news is, it's the calamari that we thought we were going to order. So it's got the crispy fried, whatever you want to call it. And also there's not too many of those spider-looking leggy ones. Bad news is there's no dip. So that's different for us. But they don't really believe in like dips and dressings over here. So I'm sure it'll be delicious. I'll try it. And delicious.
Yeah. So whether everyone knows this or not, or whether it's common knowledge or not, I learned this last year on our Camino. Galicia, the province here in Spain, is known for their pulpo, or known for their squid and octopus and all that stuff. That's what they're famous for. This is the first time we've seen it breaded. Last year, and I guess that's why they call it Roman. I don't know. Last year we got just the tentacles essentially by themselves with some olive oil and stuff on it. I liked them. I think Sam liked them, but Sam has a texture issue when it comes to some of this stuff. So I'm anxious to dig in. If Sam likes them, I know they're going to be good. I'm pretty sure that was the best calamari I've ever had as far as just the meat and the breading. I would have loved a little kimchi sauce or some type of sauce with it. But as far as just calamari, it was phenomenal. Now our food just came, and oh my God, you got to check this out. It is so good looking. Sam got a piece of fish, bacalao a la gallega. Our other option was a la plancha, which is just grilled. I got the secret pork, and she's eyeballing my French fries right now, to be honest. Look at this. How good does this look? Looks amazing. I can't wait to dig in. Usually on a normal day, whether it's the calamari or the fish that Sam got or the pork that I got, we would split any one of these 3 meals. That would be our entire meal. Now we have these gigantic things, so we're going to be walking a little slow tomorrow. She's now French.
I am French.
So Sam's is excellent with the onions and olive oil and the fish combined is amazing. Mine is very, very good. Probably one of the better porks I had. It has really thick, some of the thickest salt on the top I've ever seen. My complaint is that even though the meat's cooked and everything really good, not a lot of fat, which is good, they just give me this little like almost smattering of barbecue sauce. And it would have been nice to have it.
I think I did better.
So here's what everybody doesn't know about us.
Yeah.
I'm the fat one, but Sam eats a lot more than I do somehow, so.
I walk longer distances than you.
Oh, all right, step check. I am at 36,464.
Okay.
What are you at?
36,539.
Just so you guys all know, this will not make the final edit.
Win.
She was at 32,000.
I win again.
Just wrapped up, paid, checked out. Just what a meal. Just really, really good, really well done. Especially considering we've eaten way too many ham and cheese sandwiches for the last, month. So it's nice to have something a little bit different. So my wife, my big tough wife, who's from Arizona and can deal with heat really well, walked outside to just absolute gorgeous weather, right?
It's foggy and it's cold and cloudy.
It's very cold. Probably what, 74 out, 75?
Maybe. No, come on, it's like 68.
We will be verifying this shortly and letting you know. But the weather's fantastic. Everybody around me is in shorts and a t-shirt. It's clearly 70 degrees.
69. Thank you.
Rounds up to 70.
I said 68.
Beautiful night, cute little town. A nice night on the Camino.
Yes, it is.
Did we like our last night on the Camino last year?
No.
Did we like it before we went to bed? Have we
Well,
talked about tattoos tonight?
No.
Uh-oh.
We're not
Uh-oh.
talking about that shit. What's your point?
We're going to get ice cream because she's
Yeah.
so
We're
cold
getting ice cream.
that we need ice cream.
We're gonna sit inside.
Welcome to just our weird world. All right.
We
Well,
gotta find the ice cream place.
Me llaman Rosa, paisano triste soler, con espinas tras me pedí, como corazón llenado. Siente tanto mi niña, y
fireworks going off. I don't know if they're just villages on the outskirts where they are. We can't see them anywhere. But we've been hearing it for most of our walk. We've also been kind of hearing it for weeks. And it's kind of funny, like basically since we started this Camino, we've been in festival season. And as you saw, we saw the festival a few weeks back in whatever that little town was. Had a good time there. We've been just ahead of the festivals ever since then. We got to the church that was playing Tony Danza songs. That was for a festival that night. Just missed a festival a couple weeks back in Ponte de Lima, where our buddy Leonard went down to, I guess that night they had one that we didn't see. So he took the bus down to Braga, and we talked about doing that, and I do regret not going. That was a mistake on my part. Even last night in Pontevedra, we saw everybody dressed up. I was even this morning from the festival they had there, and the kids that stole my speaker or my microphone that Sam beat up. So here it is, our last night on the Camino, final walk tomorrow into Santiago, and we got to celebrate it with a special festival that the community put on just for us.
That's so sweet.
Seriously, it was really cool. I mean, music going, we had all kinds of little games and rides for the kids to play on, and I just wish the U.S. had that communal feel that a lot of these little towns and villages have. Like people from Galicia are very proud Galician, and same thing we've seen from Catalan people, the Castilian people, Basque people in the Northeast. Like it's just really neat, and you do see that a little bit in the South and different parts of the U.S. Really cool to have that pride on a smaller level. You know, we're proud to be American. That won't change, but whether we're from California or Arizona, there's never been a whole lot of, oh, that's where we're from. Not like they have here. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
So now we're proud Mazatlacans, adopted Mazatlacans. We're aware that we're not true Patasaladas, but Mazatlan is home there, and we feel a real community there. Tomorrow morning, we are taking a boat ride. Really cool way to end the Camino. We got a boat ride, probably 70, 80 minutes. It'll let us off in another little town, and then we've got 27-ish K walk to go into Santiago.
Every time I talk to you, it's longer.
So the 40K walk tomorrow. So we're excited, assuming we don't wake up with bed bugs all over the wall tonight.
Right.
We will have our first true exciting walk into Santiago tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. You excited to be done, or are you excited for the walk into Santiago?
Yes.
Both of them.
Yes, absolutely.
You excited for your Compostela, or are you excited to get our suitcase back?
My suitcase.
Anyway.
I have a change of clothes in there.
Yeah, Sam doesn't do well with like 3 shirts for the last month, which is like 50 or 4 shirts.
But you can't count my sweatshirt.
It's like twice as many as
Oh,
I've
now
had.
that goes over for coldness.
I've had 2 shirts for a month. I've been fine.
Because you're never cold.
I'm never cold because I'm fat. Makes it easier. Anyway, for those of you that have followed along with this journey, thank you. We really, really appreciate it. We know we have no idea what the hell we're doing with this whole YouTube thing. It's just kind of fun for us. So thank you for those that have followed along, left comments, motivational posts, all that stuff. We really thank you. Those of you that have trolled us, we thank you too. We've earned it. All good.
Awesome.
We are excited to have tomorrow be our last day. And now I'm going to check if we're even going in the right direction. Good night. See you in the morning.